Hi everyone, my name is Amelia Dansica and I'm the founder of Growth Molecules, a management consulting firm. And today I have a special guest here, Kristen Alexander, who is the founder of Ox. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to chat today.
Me too. I want to know all about you and maybe you can tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact, let's see. I worked at Disney for a number of years, and they select characters based on height, and I got to be a penguin in the park one day as part of Mary Poppins, and it was such a privilege, so cool to be in character and sign for kids and try to keep it together for my 10 minutes of fame. So that's my fun fact.
Great. And now you're the founder of a technology company. That's what we're here to talk about today is Ox. And what really caught me about your platform and your vision is that you are enabling customer success professionals. So tell us a little bit about your company and your vision.
Yes. So Ox, I co-founded a few years back, 2 years we've been working on building out Ox, and it is like your personal conversation coach for every conversation you have at work. And we focused on customer success first because customers really are the core of every business, and creating delighted customers is what makes our businesses successful. And the conversations that you have every single day drive those customer relationships. But it's very hard to get really good feedback on the conversations you have. You want to project confidence and be collaborative and create that engagement with your customer. But your peers won't be in every conversation. Your manager won't be in every conversation. And even when they are, they might not have the opportunity or the time to give you feedback that can help you really drive the outcomes you're looking for. So that's the goal of Ox. It's really helping companies improve their outcomes by managing every single conversation. And what's really special with our approach is we really come from the employee's point of view. So it's about your self-development. How do you build that confidence you need to build great relationships? And how do you learn what to say for every particular context that will really help you get the outcome that you're being goaled on?
Yeah, so we have a customer success academy. We teach the foundations, advanced, and then leadership sessions. And what I always tell companies is you can't just take your employees through training. You have to continuously enable them after that and create this coaching culture. So this morning I taught a class on customer journeys and how you have to have battle cards in your playbooks for your employees to leverage when, for example, there's a risk factor. So tell us a little bit about this scenario. A team of CS professionals just went through training, they're certified. Now, how do they keep this coaching and practicing culture alive with Ox?
Yes, great question. So let's just take a battle card that you might be training specifically, and it might be on one competitor, or maybe you have battle cards for each competitor. The way in which customers can use Ox is to take the objections that come up with each competitor and then train how you would handle that objection, both in a practice mode and then in real time on the calls you're having with your customers. So you can practice how you're going to overcome that objection, what your entry is, maybe the customer story that you're going to share that shows how you've managed that objection with your own product. So it'd be like a win story, for example, or a success, and then how you're going to navigate to solving that for this particular customer, knowing that objection. You might practice that in Ox and get feedback on both what you say and how you come across. So have you nailed that pitch? And customers can tune our analytics to look for exactly what they're trying to train in, the language, the sentiments, the delivery. And then you can also get feedback on your actual calls with customers. So let's say you're having a Zoom, for example, and you're managing an objection. The analytics from that real-time interaction will feed back into Ox so you can compare to your practice mode.
Great. And so who actually implements your product? Is it an enablement manager, operations manager, or what if you don't have one of those titles at your company?
Yeah, great question. So Ox comes out of the box with preset conversation models. We have about 100 conversation models that are relevant for customer success teams. But then our customers might want to personalize the analytics for this exact reason, because they're training on a particular competitive set, or they want to make sure the pitch is dialed into their business. So we do see enablement managers using Ox for that purpose to continue their enablement. Sometimes it might be a customer success leader, perhaps a leader of a number of teams within the customer success organization. So either way, it could be anyone who dials in those analytics for the team.
Great. And it sounds like with over 100 out of the box conversation types that the team can leverage. What am I looking at in terms of implementation from a time perspective?
Great question. We wanted to make sure our customers would have value with Ox on day one. So literally you can log into Ox with your email credentials. We have an Okta integration. You can get started on day one with those 100 conversation models as well. We also have a library of audio content. So we have audio playlists to help supplement any learning in areas like communications and problem solving. So from the day you sign up, the very next day, you can literally start using Ox. And then over a period of time, if you are focused on a specific area, for example, we have a customer right now that's training in emotional intelligence. We've built out specific conversations in and around that area and leadership, and they've taken that on as a project. So you can roll out conversations over time. If you have a new product that's coming out and you want to enable your team to practice all the conversations around that product, you can roll that out as well.
Yeah, so there are so many studies that show emotional intelligence is no longer a soft skill, but rather an essential skill that companies should really be focusing on when it comes to creating leaders of customers and then leaders within their organization. And that is really the core of our Customer Success Academy. And again, it's always, all right, you have the skills now, you understand what that means. Now you actually have to take it to the next level, and that's practicing. So really excited about your product and how you're going to help customer success professionals. If people want to learn more, how can they get in touch with you and your organization?
Great question. I would say come to our website. It's Ox.work, and you can get in touch with us that way. You can also always email me. My email is just Kristen at Ox.work, and find us on LinkedIn. And we're really delighted to be a part of enabling the customer success community to be successful at every single stage of everyone's career.
Kristen, thanks for joining us today. I really believe that your product is essential for customer success teams that are growing quickly. It's really hard to be a leader of a company and have the time to be coaching everyone and enabling them. Even with my own son, he left his company because after 8 months, he said, I'm no longer getting coaching, mentorship, or support for my career. And if they would have had something like Ox in place, he could have been enabled on a continuous way that he didn't have. And so I'm really excited about your product. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate the time with you and all you're doing for the customer success community.